Всем привет! С вами Привет на канале Games. Сейчас продолжим проходить игру Edna Harvey. Заходите на наши стримы, ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь. Сейчас, ребят, 5 сек. Сейчас, ребят, я чаю себе налью и начнем.
Look, Harvey, laundry.
Are those funny Halloween costumes?
No, it's those impersonal hospital gowns.
Then let's keep on looking.
They're using too much energy. It's like someone's leaving the light on all the time. I never wanted to be a firefighter. I was more partial to the opposing side. Wow, looks like the shower scene in Psycho. Wow, looks like the shower scene in Psycho. Wow, looks like the shower scene in Psycho.
Hello, princess. What's a girl like you doing in an asylum like this? Wait, don't tell me. You're Edna, right?
Hey, how do you know that?
There isn't much that Dr. Marcel can hide from me. That he's keeping you locked up in the tower, for example. So we seem to be fellow prisoners. By the way, people call me the Keymaster. Isn't that the cutest nickname?
What else do you know about me?
Just that a dark secret links you to the Doctor. An unspeakable, dark secret. He spends much time and energy trying to erase your memory. One could even say it is a personal crusade. And the fact that you always find a way to remember drives him to great irritation.
What else do you know about me?
Just that a dark secret links you to the Doctor. An unspeakable, dark secret. He spends much time and energy trying to erase your memory. One could even say it is a personal crusade. And the fact that you always find a way to remember drives him to great irritation.
Do you know how I can get out of here?
Yes.
What?
Yes. I know how you can get out of here. I've had plenty of time to figure out an escape plan. Only problem is, I can't do anything about it in here. You, on the other hand, can move relatively unrestricted out there. And you are clever. Unlike most other inmates.
So, what's your plan?
First, you must find a way to the other side of the bars. Then, you'll have to make a copy of the master key. We'll be able to get out of the building with that. It opens my cell door, too. Finally, we need a vehicle to exit the compound.
Sounds fairly simple, but... how do I get to the other side of the grate?
You'll find a way. I'm sure. Maybe through the laundry lift system. There is a third exit in the basement. But please, don't take any unnecessary risks. If you drop down there without soft padding, you'll break every bone in your body. And that's it for my plan.
How very considerate. Thank you. How do I get a copy of the master key?
You'll have to find the original first. Then you'll need clay for the imprint, a furnace to bake the clay, and an easily melted metal to cast the copy. Gold would be perfect.
Where can I find the master key?
That's easy. The guard they call Bladder has it. Bladder is on monitor watch duty in the control room on the 3rd floor. He's far from being watchful, but when it comes to keys, he's a real bulldog. Maybe you can distract him with something.
Where do I get gold?
Tricky, that. Dr. Marcel keeps his polo trophies too securely to get at them. The only alternative I see is Adrian's medal from the jigsaw contest. However, Adrian is sitting in his cushion fort in the lounge, like Lord Muck, and he guards himself with this playboy. What's his name?
Drogglejug.
Okay. It's all right. As stupid as Adrian might be, he has a pretty impressive mind-reading act. It might prove difficult to get the medal from him, even if you manage to get past Drogglejug.
Where can I find clay?
Good question. The clay from occupational therapy has been completely pounded into ugly ashtrays. You can't use that anymore. But maybe it would help you to know that this asylum has been built on a pretty clay-packed layer of earth.
How do I get a vehicle?
Everything in its time. But we're not there by a long shot yet.
I think I know what I have to do now.
Good luck, Edna. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
I've got to go.
Give my regards to Lady Liberty.
Hiya, you two.
Hello.
Hello and hello.
Who are you?
I'm Marty, and this is my twin brother, Hardy.
We are Siamese twins, but I bet you already suspected as much.
Hottie and Marty? Those are highly unusual names.
Well,
That's because our dad is Japanese.
and our mom is of Hopi origin.
But you must have suspected as much. You can tell from Hardy's almond eyes.
Why are you just sitting around here?
We're making sure no one steals our bed.
But all the beds are the same.
Ha! That's what you think. If you know what to look for, there are huge differences.
It's like with Hardy and me, there are few people who can distinguish between us. But after a while, you start to recognize the differences.
That is our secret twin power, so to speak. We see the differences where others just shrug their shoulders helplessly.
Which brings us back to the subject of beds.
On first appearance, they all look the same.
But this one here,
Is the only one with a bed sheet.
Why are the both of you only wearing one sweater?
that's a silly question.
It's much too warm for wearing two.
You're not Siamese twins at all.
Correct. We are actually Siamese triplets.
But Brody is away in Paris studying art history.
Yes, he's always been the strange one.
I'm taking off. Will you come along?
No.
We have the softest blanket in the whole world right here.
And where, pray tell, would we go anyway?
See you later.
Rock on.
And send my regards to Lady Liberty if you see her.
Stop fidgeting for a moment. I have an idea. You're free.
Whoa!
What's going on? What has you done?
Are you a surgeon or something?
What's wrong? You're free. Each of you guys can do whatever you always wanted to do.
Oh, the wealth of possibilities.
And the accompanying pressure that comes with it.
Ooh, my.
Here we go. Hello over there.
Oh, a new neighbor.
Where's this lift going?
I can't answer that, I'm afraid. There are 3 exits in total. One of them is the laundry in the basement. You get a great view from there. Unfortunately, I forget where the other 2 exits lead.
Why? How long have you been hanging up here?
They used to call me Mr. Toga.
Wow, you are exceptionally white. What do you use?
Astonishing, isn't it? I'm very proud of my colorlessness. I used to be beige, but there's not a lot of light in here, so the pigment's left, out of boredom.
Are there any moths in here?
Don't frighten me. What makes you think that? Have you seen anything?
I had a feeling just now of something moving in the shadows.
Oh, that. Those are just wolf spiders. There are lots of them in here, but moths. Now, that would be a disaster. My fabric is so delicate.
Who are you?
I am Mr. Frock, of course.
Strange name, that.
It is meant for a human, but I am a...
A frock. I get it.
Oh, no, not at all, you flatterer. I am merely a coat.
Don't tell me you live here.
Why not? This lift offers a lot of convenience for a piece of apparel like me.
And what convenience exactly would that be?
Well, there's this rail where you can put coat hangers. And it's dry. We clothes are very absorbent, you know.
I see. Isn't the next exit due soon?
I have the same feeling that time has slowed down while we were talking. Oh, here it is.
I'd break every bone in my body if I did that. The next exit is approaching. The next exit is approaching. Though I can think of 1,000 ways to use it, I still think it's too bulky to lug around. You're not supposed to eat chips in bed. Here we go! The next exit is approaching. It's not wash day today. Let's see. Just another load of files. Hey, this looks useful. There's a list of the current inmates. It shows where I can find their corresponding patient histories. I seem to know some of the names. Well, normally I don't care much about files, but snooping around in other people's patient histories is so delightfully prohibited. So, whose patient history shall I look at? Is this supposed to be a patient's history? I quote, name, B-Man. First pet, black pony. Characteristic, was always chosen first during physical education lessons. That's all. I'd need to know what I'm looking for. Are all these patient histories? The whole world must have gone crazy. Is this supposed to be a patient's history? I quote, name, Adrian, king of the recreation room. First pet, red cat. Characteristic, was always chosen second during physical education lessons. That's all. Is this supposed to be a patient's history? I quote, name, Drogglejug. First pet, green dog. Characteristic, was always chosen third during physical education lessons. That's all. Is this supposed to be a patient's history? I quote, name, Peter. First pet, blue goldfish. Characteristic, was always chosen next to last during physical education lessons. That's all. Is this supposed to be a patient's history? I quote, name, Hottie. First pet, yellow rat. Characteristic, was always chosen last during physical education lessons. That's all. Very nicely done. This is one of those rare occasions in life where a toenail doesn't help. Mmm, smells like Christmas. Just your usual bring your spoons back to the cafeteria announcement. Keys are never on the doormats in real life. But I'll make sure. Didn't I say so?
Very interesting. And this is this. How you all of. Hold on. Yes. Why don't you? This is the group. If you don't have.
I have this form.
That is a registration for our seminar. But unfortunately, come back when you have a.
All right.
And please shut.
Of course. Huh, who needs her? I wonder what Dr. Marcel is hiding in there. I'm not rummaging through trash cans.
Oh yeah? Since when?
Okay, I lied. Sue me. I just wanted to know how it felt to say that. There's a year's supply of soap paper cups in there. This one is as soaked and filthy as the last one. And I bet it's just as useless, too. I'll just put it back as if nothing had happened. This one is as soaked and filthy as the last one. And I bet it's just as useless, too. I'll just put it back as if nothing had happened. This one is as soaked and filthy as the last one. And I bet it's just as useless, too. No, I'm sure I'll need it later. I'll just put it back as if nothing had happened. This one is as soaked and filthy as the last one. And I bet it's just as useless, too.
But I know.
There's some. Let's check. There's soap with lemon, soap with apricot. Why isn't there any ketchup-scented soap? There's soap with lemon, soap with apricot. Why isn't there any soap with mustard scent? Wow, looks like the shower scene in Psycho. Darn it! Darn it!
Bullseye! Bullseye!
Wow, looks like the shower scene in Psycho. Yeah, I can reach between the desk and the drawer with this. With any luck... There! Success! There's an old key in the drawer. I'll take that. I bet it's important. Dr. Marcel kept it hidden in a locked drawer after all. Yeah. Even though the fire is dead, why not? The barbecue is called off. The fire is gone out. The barbecue is called off. The fire is gone out. No, it may all just be a blatant lie, but it is a hint regarding my father's past. No.
How about...
Nope. Someone already signed this. No. Nobody has the right to destroy memories.
How about enriching them with a little tomato flavor?
Nope. No. Nobody has the right to destroy memories.
How about enriching them with a little...
Nope. That doesn't work that... That'll be a nice surprise when he sits down. That'll be a nice surprise when he sits down. No, I don't want to ruin the view. It doesn't fit here. This one is as soaked and filthy as the last one. And I bet it's just as useless, too. It doesn't fit here. What are you suggesting? I should put the key under the doormat? Who would do such a thing? It doesn't fit here. It doesn't fit here. It doesn't fit here. I wonder what Dr. Marcel is hiding in there. Let's see. What? That really worked. I vaguely remember Alfred. He was an extremely obnoxious boob, I'll admit that. But to think that he's dead now?
Edna? Edna? The kid was a klutz.
I know.
He was a jerk.
I know. I couldn't stand him.
An idiot. A moron.
A pimpled ulcer.
A bag of pus.
Dumb as a bag of nails.
Cry baby.
Butthead.
Goof.
Brain dead mother friggin' vomit munching horse fornicator.
Edna?
I miss him.
I know.
Dr. Marcel will pay for this.
You think? He's got something to do with this?
Look around you. It's obvious that this guy is insane. I know the recollection of what happened back then must be buried somewhere in my brain. This is exactly why Dr. Marcel is trying to erase my memory. And to think he's got the nerve to accuse my father.
We'll find the missing piece of the puzzle, Edna. I promise.
That's Alfred's homework. Alfred was a real nerd, and he never let me copy off him. What's this? Scribbled on the edge of the page. Mattis Conrad? That's my father's name, but it isn't his handwriting. Although somebody has made a great effort to copy it, obviously. Just a second. That's my handwriting. I don't get it. Why did I sign my father's name on the edge of Alfred's homework? Harvey? Do you know anything about it?
Oh yeah, I can remember that day very well. That was the day I taught you how to forge signatures.
Can you remember this, Harvey?
Yes, indeed I do. You and Alfred had a private lesson with Mr. Hornbush. The lesson was utterly boring. And while Alfred did his best to follow, I taught you how to forge signatures.
Do you think we can go back there so I can learn it again?
That should be no problem. Are you ready?
Yeah. Temple morph me to the past.
As you wish. Hold on.
Oh dear. I really do remember, I'm afraid. This is Mr. Hornbush's math class. He was very strict and he always picked on me. I'm afraid that if I don't pay attention, he'll lock me in the cupboard again. This is a riddle you have to solve on your own. Good luck, Harvey.
Edna needs to know about this merry-go-round. A merry-go-round! There was never anything like that in the village before. I didn't even know there was a circus in town. If Edna gets wind of a circus, she'll be even more upset about not being allowed out. This can't be true. There's even a Ferris wheel. Edna's not gonna believe this. A Ferris wheel. The water looks inviting. Edna would much rather go swimming than sit through this dull math lesson. Hey, there's a new slide at the playground. Edna is the queen of the slide. She can even slide uphill. This is the warmest day of the year. Everyone who doesn't get out today will have missed the best day of summer. Edna should be enjoying the nice weather. It's not really fair that she has to sweat over books in here instead. Edna! There's a merry-go-round outside!
I love merry-go-rounds. This lesson is beginning to be a real torture.
Mr. Hardbush! Mr. Hardbush! Edna's talking to herself again, and I can't properly concentrate on my assignment!
Edna Conrad, you keep interrupting the lesson. I'll give you an official warning. On the third warning, I'm putting you in the cupboard. Do you understand?
I'm sorry, Mr. Hornbush. It'll never happen again.
Edna! 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 There's a Ferris wheel outside!
No. That's impossible.
I saw it!
That's not fair. Not fair, not fair, not fair.
Mr. Hardbush! Mr. Hardbush! Edna's talking to herself again, and I can't properly concentrate on my assignment!
I have to ask you to behave, young lady. That is the second warning, Edna. Interrupt the lesson one more time, and I'll put you in the cupboard.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hornbush. It'll never happen again.
Edna, Edna, Edna! There's a circus in town!
What's that you say? A real circus?
Mr. Hardbush! Edna's and I can't
Edna! That's it! Enough is enough! Come on!
But...
No!
It's a note from Addis, Edna's father. I wonder if it can be of any use. There's a letter in Mr. Hornbush's coat pocket. I'd love to know what it says. Can you reach the letter?
Sure. I can't make out anything. It's much too dark in here.
Edna! 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 It's the warmest day of the year today!
Great. Thank you very much. And I'm stuck in a cupboard.
This hole in the cupboard could prove very useful. It's really handy that the cupboard has a peephole in exactly the right position. Can you reach the letter?
Sure. I can't make out anything. It's much too dark in here.
You could pass the letter through the hole. Then I can read it for you.
Good idea.
This is incredible. The letter is from Dr. Marcel, addressed to Mr. Hornbush. The doctor is paying him money to hold you back in school. And he stresses that under no circumstances are you to be allowed to leave class early. Especially, and this one's underlined, when the weather is good.
I can hardly believe it. Obviously, Dr. Marcel has been carrying out a personal vendetta against me for a long time. He'll pay for this.
This all seems a bit illogical to me, but I've seen it written in black and white.
We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
That's really strange with the letter, isn't it?
You said it, Harvey.
I'd love to know what it said. What's this piece of paper in your bag?
It's not really important. My father forgot to put out breakfast for me.
This is Edna's teacher, Mr. Horn. I think Edna is afraid of Mr. Hornbush. Maybe you should ask Mr. Hornbush to let you take part in the lesson again.
I can't believe that you, of all people, would say that, Harvey.
Why? We can wreak more havoc that way.
That, of course, is true. Mr. Hornbush!
Isn't that your father's handwriting on the note?
Yes, why? It's just a little memo about my sandwich.
Well, how about we create our own little note for Mr. Hornbush? In your father's name.
You mean we'll forge his handwriting?
We'll just borrow it. After all, you have plenty of time in here to practice it. Or did you have other plans?
You're right. This really sounds like a good idea. Maybe I'll even manage to get out soon enough to enjoy the weather.
That's how you learned to forge signatures back then. You got so good at it that after a while you could forge anyone's signature, just by looking at it.
Yeah, I think I could still do that. I really hope this is going to help me. This classroom is not exactly what I call one of my favorite memories.
Ну, ребят, я на этом стримчик завершу. С вами был Ведом на канале Ведом Геймс. Заходите на наши стримы, ставьте на лайки, подписывайтесь.